You guys all wake up in really small wooden rooms. There's like a bed that's built into the wall. There's a smell of salt in the air. Either the room seems to be kind of swaying back and forth, or you really lost a lot of equilibrium somewhere. Not sure which. You can each tell that two of your buddies are super close by, probably on the other side of one or two walls. Um, there's a lot. Each of you has a porthole in your room, and the room seems to be made in a kind of a nautical theme.
We're on a boat simulator.
You well could be, which is better than the yard work simulator.
Yeah. Do I have anything in possession?
You have all the shit that you were physically carrying last time. If it's not on you, then it's in a sea chest, because it's not a regular chest, it's a sea chest, apparently, that's bolted down to the floor in your room. Plus, you have, in addition to whatever you had before, you have two sets of rugged clothing. It's nothing special looking. It's pants, shirt, belt, shoes. It's like the kind of generic I'm an adventurer type clothing. It's woodland color type deal, like browns and shit. Not fancy, but it looks like it's going to be good for not falling apart if you're out in the woods for like a month or whatever.
Right. Okay.
So,
all right. I switch into my rugged clothes and step out the door.
cool.
Oh, I put on my specs too.
Okay. I take a card for remembering to wear your fucking glasses, you freak of nature. So, what are you other two doing?
I'll get dressed.
I'm going to change clothes, and I still should have my massive, oversized handbag with gear. So
Yep.
I'll shove things in there and rearrange.
No problem. It's at
Is
this
there a
point.
window?
Porthole. Porthole. It's got some sort of glass in it.
I look out.
You can see, it looks like either a sea, ocean, or giant body of water that seems to go in just limitless until it comes to. You seem to be out in big water somewhere. You don't see anything interesting or useful other than fuck 'em at sea. At this point, Scott, give me a willpower times 5 versus screaming and rage.
For no reason.
Oh no, he's remembering the reason right now. This is why he's like maybe screaming in rage, maybe not. If he chooses scream and rage, he need not make a willpower roll.
Times 5.
You don't have to if you don't want to, but at this point you realize that from your last mission, you didn't get paid. And I know that concerns the shit out of you, and so you're like,
Yeah. It's an escrow.
there you go. You keep telling yourself that. So anyway, right, you guys eventually want to head out of your cabins or tiny apartments, whatever you want to call
Yes.
them. You guys all three meet up with each other in the hallway. You've adventured together before, so you probably know each other.
I know Glenn. I can't remember her name. Glenn. Dana.
Dana.
Is that it? Dana. Glenn. Dana.
Mrs. Zool.
Mrs. Zool.
Miss Zool.
Actually, it's Ms. Glenn.
That sounds like a made-up word.
Oh man, you
Good
fossil
1920s.
you fossil you. Okay, I see the dynamic here. Ms. Zool, how you doing?
Hello, Rock.
So we're on a boat, or we're on a computer simulation of a boat. I think is that what you guys get? I have no idea how I got here.
Yep.
Seems to be. We went through a gate. We danced through the moonlight, and here we are.
Don't tell him too much about that, because
Gotcha.
he may get a chance to do that. Oh, wait, let me double check to make sure he hasn't done it and will be staring blankly at me. Plots. Yeah, he hasn't done it yet. So, yeah, keep details of that mission secret from Russ, because I may get to run him and possibly Jeremy on it, and that will confuse and irritate them. Although, if I had screenshots of all the times that Scott was looking either like really irritated or like he was some sort of war vet who just got done with being tortured, then you could make like a nice wall of those.
I think a synth song of all of the size.
Yeah,
would be really nice.
Yeah, that would be good. It's
So,
like kind of magic.
Logan, the clothes I woke up in, I was last in the Shadow Academy. Was it my uniform?
You're actually you woke up just in your underwear, but
Okay.
your Shadow Academy uniform is in your C trunk. Your rough and ready clothing was over a chair.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah. I'm wearing my PI clothes.
You definitely have a look going here. Yes.
So,
You guys stand in the hallway waiting for somebody to try to get through, because they are fairly narrow hallways here.
you want to go up on deck and see what's going on here?
Yes.
All right.
Above deck it is.
Or we could go down in the hold and see if we can steal anything, you know. I don't know how you guys are feeling today.
Let's go up.
All right.
Apparently, she's not feeling as larcenous as you are, which is weird. Yeah, usually she's like, let's go fucking steal shit. No, wait, that's somebody else I'm thinking of.
Yeah, none of this stuff is real. We're in a computer simulation. Anyway.
You guys head up and you get to the decks. There's a lot of sailors. They greet you politely, but like they're not really interested in having a conversation, because they all seem to be working very hard, pulling on this rope or giving this rope slack or whatever. It seems that there's 3 masts that have an assload of canvas and sails on it that's catching the wind as the ship's going over. On the other side that didn't have your porthole on it, you see other ships. So apparently you're part of some sort of ship convoy type of thing.
It's the Spanish Armada.
Yeah, you do see a very, very familiar looking flag flying from the ship. It is, I will tell you the colors here if you're interested. Yup. It is 3 bars up and down. It's green, white, blue.
Okay. Is that the Genovian flag?
That is correct. Take a card for being the first to get that. Genovia. Yes.
All hail Genovia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Heard Alex talk about Genovia once.
Oh yeah, Genovia is a wonderful place.
He was not keen on showing us how to get here.
Yeah, he didn't want to go there.
Logan, I should not tell them about any of my adventures in Genovia, right?
Probably for the best. But you can say you've been there and you're a little familiar with it, etc.
Yeah, we're renting a house there.
We're aware of the political situation.
Hmm.
A little bit.
Oh yeah, that place is about to get overrun. Apparently, Alex Kinley screwed something up over there, and now the princess won't marry the right political person.
Literally.
One of the sailors going by stops and looks and goes, "That's right. Curse Alex Kinley and all that he stands for."
I fall over laughing. Wait, I'll make a will times 1.
No, just role play it. Just role play. You said fall over laughing. I'm good with that. There's no
I
role
fall over laughing.
This confuses the sailors as they're like,
Yeah, me and Kinley, we have a pass. That's funny as hell.
They look like they're not sure if you dislike Kinley or if they should beat you up and throw you overboard for the fish.
That is the way I intended that. Yes, good.
They're like,
I start to distance myself away from the rock, not sure.
no problem at all. Eventually, some guy with better uniform comes down after much talk goes up to him. He came down from a higher deck, and he's like, "What's all this about you knowing Alex Kinley?"
Oh, Alex Kinley, that friggin' lush. He owes me money.
Oh,
Yeah, me too.
oh,
If you see him, get me a couple guilder out of him.
oh, all right. He goes back up to his, and he says, "Top of the morning to you too." And he goes back up to do whatever it is he does. He was with an oversized steering wheel, probably compensating for something. He's sitting there with the big wooden thing, watching the sails, yelling at Sol. Actually, he yells to a guy who's next to him, who then yells at the sailors. There's an assload of people on this boat. There probably is like 50 to 70 sailors. There's also some guys in uniforms with rifles and stuff like that who are keeping an eye on things. Nobody seems to be really paying any attention to you guys. There's other people who are clearly not sailors or Marines. And when I say Marines, I mean the old-time definition of Marines. And there's people that look like they are other passengers who are just vomiting their lives out. Oh, by the way, speaking of that, could everybody please give me a con/endurance roll to see how you're dealing with this horrible, horrible seasickness?
At half.
Good.
Glenn seems to be enjoying himself.
I'm that's mildly underneath. I made it.
Okay, yeah, you're fine.
Sheila looks like she's chucking.
I'm not doing good over here.
How long is your hair on Dana's Duel?
Still
It's been
super short from the academy.
Oh, that's
right.
true. Yeah.
No problem.
Thank you, Glenn, for holding back my shaved off hair.
Yay! Well, it's handy because nobody needs to hold the hair out of your vomit. So that's something, I guess. So yeah, you are totally unhappy, and the worst thing is that as you're sitting there just up chucking, Glenn's like, "I could eat. Who could eat?" You know.
Hardtack.
Oh no, they serve actual good food here.
Wow.
At least for the passengers and stuff. Everybody give me wooden sailing ship lore rolls, please. To get more information on the wooden sailing ship you're on.
That's at half.
Wow, god damn.
I didn't make it.
No.
According to The Rock, this seems to be a cargo hauler that you're on. He's also, since you got it by half, since it's sitting low in the water, it's probably hauling something pretty heavy. But yeah, this is like, it's not quite a caravel, but it's bigger than a caravel. But it's sitting low in the water. It looks as though this is the kind of ship that they haul cargo and passengers on. So whatever cargo they have is heavy.
Does it appear that the ship has any guns to defend itself? Lots of guns. Okay, so it's more like a frigate.
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not a ship guy.
Yeah.
I think I've spent enough time on ships, but yeah.
So are we sailing for Mika, sir?
Who are you asking?
The guys tending the sails who were talking about Alex Kinley.
Pardon me, sir, says one of the sailors.
This is a trade ship to Mika, right?
Tamika, sir?
Okay, so apparently I'm wrong. Where are we going?
When you say Mika, do you mean Melwix?
No, I mean Mika.
They look at you. We're going to Hika, sir.
Oh, Hika. Yeah, Hika. Okay. Memory problem. Oh, Hika, right. I'm sorry. I got problems with geography. I'm really bad at it. Sorry.
They look at you as though you may be smoking a lot of crack. Very good, sir, he says, and he goes back to scrubbing the deck and shit because there's constantly something to scrub, shine, tie off, untie, move around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're not going to bug these guys anymore because the ship might crash if we do.
You have no idea if they actually need to be doing all this or if the guy just enjoys yelling at them to make them do shit to keep them from getting bored at sea. You have no idea.
Trim the jib.
Belay that order, yells somebody else. Sir, please go below deck and shut up.
And down the mizzen mast. Oh, sorry. Okay. I'll shut up.
The yeller is glaring at you like.
I look at
Good
the rock
job.
thinking, wow, he knows a lot about wooden sailing ships.
An impressive amount, actually.
Mm.
Although he may be keel hauled on one. He may be the first guy from his block to get keel hauled on a wooden sailing ship. So you're all looking forward to seeing that.
That'd be cool. I don't think we're important enough to check the captain's quarters, guys.
Could visit the poop deck.
Yeah, sure. Let's visit the poop deck.
That's where the captain is. He's up there on the thing with the yeller and stuff. Yes. And there is zero poop up here. You are very disappointed. There's not even a toilet up here. Well, actually, there kind of is. They've got, since it's at the aft of the boat, the back of the boat, they have a thing set up. Apparently, this is not something that a lot of women use, but it's made so you can sit and shit off of the end of the boat because, you don't want to take breaks if you don't have to.
Mm-hmm. I walk into the captain's field of vision at about 20 feet and see.
At you.
Okay, yeah, I wanted to note his reaction.
He looks as though he's wondering why you're up on this deck, and he would like you to go the fuck off of this deck.
Okay, can I do a sense motive roll?
No, we don't have that skill in this game.
Get out my binoculars.
All right. No
Oh,
problem.
empathy. Sorry, that's a D&D one.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we don't play D&D.
I made my empathy roll.
He dislikes you. He dislikes a lot of people. He dislikes probably half of the Halston passengers.
Okay, I sheepishly get out of his field of vision so as not to irritate him.
You're looking around with your binoculars. You don't see anything really wild or interesting and stuff. You can see people on the airships. There is the awkward thing where you're like looking with your binoculars and you see somebody else's spyglass and you guys like stop on each other. And then he kind of does this and you look at it, and then he kind of goes.
Hey guys, are you familiar with the political situation in Genovia?
We think we are.
Heard a couple things.
Okay, you're aware that there are privateers from Westmead sailing around attacking Genovian ships?
Nope.
Okay, well that's an important detail because we're on a ship.
I mean,
so
over the
watch
end
for people who look like pirates but aren't. They're actually state-sanctioned pirates.
No, they're pirates if they get caught by us.
Exactly. No, even then, I think they have treaties. But in any event, there might be somebody even on the ship. So keep your eyes open.
Okay.
Right. Aside from keeping an eye out for pirates and trying not to irritate the captain, in general, are you guys wanting to do anything else while you're shipboard? Because otherwise, I'm going to fast forward a couple of days.
I want to see what's in the hull.
Ah, okay. Any other things?
I'm gonna teach these fools some magic.
Okay, cool.
And
Cool.
one of
You're
our
gonna have
rooms.
you have 3 days of rolls. Rocks. Rocks is what's in the hold. You can give me a geology roll to know more about the rocks.
Rocks.
Success on the geology.
It seems to be ore, like metal ore, but it needs to be refined.
Right.
I made geology.
Iron or copper or what?
Iron.
Iron. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean these are high iron rocks. They didn't get the normal like we're gonna get 5 or 10% out of these. More like 30 or 40% type of deal. So they got some good rocks to take, but apparently they don't have enough refining going on there, or some asshole decided, no, I want to refine these in my refinery back where I live because I like hauling rocks across the ocean. So.
Yeah, Melwicks didn't seem to have much industry, so that makes sense.
Go ahead and do your magic rolls and shit like that and see if you can blow up the ship. Keep in mind, a fumble can actually be worse than just running out of magic points, depending on what kind of evil shit the GM has. And since you are on what could nicely be described as a tinderbox in the middle of big water.
Okay.
I mean, like the teaching isn't actually casting the spell, right?
Correct. The teaching is totally safe. Well, actually, I wouldn't say it's totally safe, because if you fumble, then you just will never be able to teach that spell to that person. Like
Oh, shit.
Fumbled
demonstrating
teaching.
Okay,
whatever you were trying to teach those guys, you are not going to teach them. Find somebody else to teach that spell to. She is the worst teacher ever. In fact, you're probably done teaching for those 3 days. You just sit there and sulk and wonder why they're so dim. But you may still learn shit from them.
All right, I'm going to practice my healing power each of those days. So here we go. 1, 2, nope, 3. I fumbled once on the 3rd day, so no healing that day.
Yes. In fact, you probably projectile vomit onto somebody just from the fumble healing roll, and it's fun. So onto your bed, and then they clean up your bed, and you're like, damn it. So
No teaching for you.
Okay, Glenn, you got something you teach me?
I tried.
Oh, okay. Would you like to learn General Pocket?
I've got sword trick.
yeah, I was gonna say you can't teach anything except the level 1 spells, Russ.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool.
If you
How
get
about,
any air
how about
magic, that would be something I'm looking for.
is silent moving air magic, Logan?
I don't know. You gotta keep track of your fucking spells, dude.
All right. Well, I'll bring up the spell sheet. Hold on.
The first one is no smell.
Oh, no smell. No, I don't have no smell. It doesn't say what school that's from. Silent moving, Logan. It's a level 1.
You are killing me, sir. Let me look.
Sneaking. You don't make as much.
That's under the sound tree. Please make a note of it. Sound tree. Sound tree.
Okay.
So noted, sir.
Which is a good fucking spell, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and teach them silent moving.
And they will be like elephants. It'll be awesome.
Okay, so what is that? Teaching roll first, then spell roll, or spell roll first, then teaching, or it doesn't matter?
Teaching first, because it's funnier for Logan.
Okay, cool. Teaching. Oh, I got base in teaching. This is gonna go well.
Yeah, all the PCs suck ass at teaching, I've noticed. It makes Logan happy.
Fail, fail, fail. I hit them with a ruler.
Excellent. They deserve it.
They sure do. They can't learn anything. Damn it.
It's a general inattentiveness.
Okay, so I blah on the ore too.
Yeah, great.
Looks like we're carrying materials for war, guys.
Success. Fail.
They ignore you and continue casting shit. By the way, keep in mind, all spell casting, I know you're doing this in your cabin, but I just wanted to reiterate it. All spell casting is obvious, but you're in your cabin, so Okay.
Yeah, that's where we're doing it. I'm gonna try practicing my silent move.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fumble.
I'm moving silently, he says. It's like he's in a Foley studio.
Is that for the rest of the day or the rest of the week?
Day.
Day. Okay, so I can do it twice more. Oh yeah, that's a success.
Better.
Cool. Extinguish fire. No. No, so close.
Fumble it. Burn the
Nope.
ship to the water line.
Fireproof.
Blurred vision. I tried that on Glenn. See if I can get
Hey,
anywhere
Glenn.
glasses.
Ah!
Hey, Glenn, come here. I want to try something. This is a good trick. Oh yeah, that's not quite a crit. So I managed to cast Blurred vision on Glenn.
I resist. Oh.
It's okay. It goes away after a little bit. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Oh, you guys are horrible to each other.
One day,
I liked your
magic wins.
protection. I liked your protection against it, Glenn.
Yes.
Yeah, that lasts
Well.
1 round. So your vision is blurred for like 3 seconds.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure about the utility of that spell, considering the duration, but
Which tree is that on? I'm not sure.
the shadow tree.
Yeah, hold on. Let me check something here.
Day 3.
I copy pasted from what you put into Roll20, so
Duration 1 round.
yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea what's up with that bullshit either.
Okay, you might want to make it longer because that's not super useful. But that may be intended.
Yeah.
That may be intended, but you know.
Yeah, no, and that should be one for the unnerfing. By the way, does anybody here have phase?
No.
Cool.
No.
No nerf for you guys. Hooray. I will make a note.
Yeah, denerf blurred vision.
And remove tracks.
Should be at least 3 rounds.
I was just thinking 3 as well. Cool.
Okay, I'm done.
Can I change my spell description?
Yes.
Okay, 3 rounds.
Because I'm not allowing grandfathered spells and shit. So if a spell gets nerfed, then people gotta suck it up because the universe suddenly demands more of them and they don't know why yet. But on the other hand, if a spell gets better, then by gosh, they get that as well. So
Okay, yeah, I changed it to 3 rounds in my notes.
yep, me too. So and I gave Russ credit, but it doesn't help him because he already knows the spell. So right, cut 2.
You have to
guys
reroll when you get it.
You guys eventually arrive at Hekov. You don't already have your Hekov maps open. You're coming in from ocean. Then it says tricky shoal waters. Navigators are rented or supplied by the government over to docks, where you can see the amazing restaurant called The Trough, which is literally a large trough.
I don't have this map.
Logan never been to Hika. I don't think anybody's got a map.
Oh, on the
Because Scott just said he doesn't.
On the pro boards, I put up links to all the maps, literally all the maps.
Oh, okay.
It's in the general board. It's called Maps. It's
Sure,
the one
sure.
that I started, not the one that John Levy started for the thread.
Oh,
Actually, I will put
Here it
it.
is.
I will pin that fucker.
all right.
Got it.
There is Genovia Priceless, Genovia City of Hika. Here it is.
Yeah. I would probably also recommend getting the price list and stuff while you're in there, just in case you want to buy some shit. If you had any money. Which you don't because you didn't get paid for your last fucking mission.
Yep. Okay, I got a Genovia price list, so that's just standard Genovia price list. Okay.
Rock.
Yeah, Glenn, what's up?
Our other era guns work here.
Oh, yes, but you don't want to show them because you'll be burned as a witch.
Like, I've got a Magitech pistol and
Oh no, that won't work.
Regular era pistol.
Well, I don't actually know. I've never tried to use one of those in Genovia. Magic might actually work, but it might not because the laws of physics changed in that era. So I'm not sure. You might want to try activating it in your room. If it makes that whining noise, then it probably works.
Did you say they burn witches?
He seizes upon what could be considered an important part of that conversation.
Oh yeah, when we first got here, the Princess Danny was under a spell, and they were like tarring and feathering and putting in stocks anybody who used magic. I think that's maybe better now. It might not be, but you don't want to show any weird tech other than their slow ass rifles and slow ass pistols, and the best gun they have is called an Aussie Finger. It's like a Gatling gun. But it's all kind of old westy. You know the old west, right? That's right. You're not from before then. It's all kind of old westy tech and swords and shit. Yeah. So I wouldn't show them your pistol because, well, that might not be too bad. It's just a revolver, right?
No.
Okay. You got Magitech gun.
Revolver would be fine.
Yeah, revolver would work here.
As you guys are getting ready to get off of the boat, a government official is there, and there's a couple of government officials. Actually, there's probably about 5 of them. One of them is announcing to the tourists and stuff, remember, if you have any weapons other than, of course, the eating knives, they must be peace bonded. Failure to peace bond or pay for the peace bonded weapon will result in the weapons confiscation and possibly a brand and gulag. And people are like, and they're for the peace bonding, of course, they wrap the fuck out of it in some sort of cord, and then they put a big government wax seal on it, and they charge them a bit of money. The money here seems to be in bill form.
Yeah. Are there any knives lying around the ship, by the way?
You want to start stealing shit from the ship that brought you here? Is that what you were saying?
I'm just curious if there's an armory that we have access to or whatever.
No. Oh God, an armory you have access to.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
are
we're just passengers.
They
We're just
normally
passengers.
don't arm to pass. It's like, if you'd like to hijack the ship, we have extra shit in the armory you could go ahead and borrow.
No problem. I figured that was the case, but
yeah. It appears that every citizen here it's a knife that total length is about this long. The hilt and the pommel seem to have different designs on them and different styles and shit like that. It seems, and plus everybody wears it in about the same position, on their waist and stuff, kind of like here. And so you're not sure if it's a self-defense thing, if it's a status thing, if it's a custom thing, or all of those. That's part of what's going on. Do you guys have a wish to declare any weapons or anything like that? There's people bringing strange, different critters and stuff on. Although there was a spider and people freaked out and stomped it to death, yelling "bug, bug, bug." I mean, they went nuts on this fucking spider who was obviously terrified of its mind, like, running, stop. And then the captain immediately called over a couple of guys to scrub the shit out of that area of the ship and then put down poison in case there's more. They really hate bugs around here.
Wow.
For some reason. I mean, fanatical hatred.
okay.
But do you guys wish to declare any weapons? Or, I mean, they're not going through people's bags. But if people are wearing the weapons, then they are peace bonded all the fuck.
Declare your weapons, guys. If you don't have Gilder, I'll pay for it.
I don't think they'll recognize my things that probably don't work as weapons.
Are you wearing them on your hip?
No.
Are they in your bag?
In the backpack.
They don't even ask to see in the backpack. You could be carrying a fucking man-portable nuke around. They wouldn't
No.
ask to see it.
No. I do have my stabby implement in a magical pocket.
Yeah, they're not asking to see magical pockets here. Okay. Yeah. Now, also, something weird that you guys see from this dock is there's a different dock that has like one really big ship that appears to be a combination of sail and steam, like they could go under either. Definitely kind of a weird foreign design. The dimensions, everybody give me ship lore rolls.
Just plain ship water this time?
Yep.
Fail.
No.
Bumble.
Fumble!
According to Glenn, this ship can actually launch out of the water and escape the atmosphere of the planet as well.
Wow, that's really implausible, but okay.
But there's also guards from the Genovia at the end of the dock, keeping people off of this particular dock. There's a bunch of pallets and crates and shit. So if somebody's able to get past the guards or ninja up it or wherever it's conceivable they could get to the ship. You know, it's not just a big bare dock.
Is that the dock with the guard cannon, the guard tower spiked with cannons?
No, that's a different one. Those are in case some bad guys pull up in their boats, so they can try to blast them out of the water before they get to the docks.
Okay, so we're still looking at the primary docks then.
Yep. But this appears to be just an ordinary dock. But then, for some reason, the soldiers are like, nobody gets to use this dock. And this big it's a little bit of a creepy looking ship. And you notice that it's almost like it was made for really big people. So it may be an envoy from the fatties continent, where all the people are super fat and they need more space.
Okay.
Or it's for thin people who want to feel super thin.
Well, here we are in Hika, guys. Does any of you have an extra knife, or do I need to go buy one?
Knife.
Yeah, people carry knives. So
I need to get one.
kind of a normal thing. Okay, all right. So cut to the cutlery.
Sure.
Haha.
Take a card for a horrible pun.
Okay.
Let's see. You guys head
Oh my
over.
God, I am getting such amazing cards. What the hell?
As you guys are heading through you can trade some of the cards that you don't want with the other two. You know that's possible, right?
Okay. I've got a quicker picker-upper and a reach out and touch someone. I'm going to throw one of them. Do you know what they do?
One is 10 times range.
3 times range.
3 times range.
And the other one is pick up anything inanimate as a simple action. Very useful for, oops, I dropped my weapon because of a fumble.
Yeah.
I have an escape card that I'm not going to use
Whoa.
that can get dropped.
All right, Sheila, I'll trade you the quicker picker-upper card. Hang
She's
on.
committed.
There we go. You should see a trade. Yes, accept trade. Okay, so I get an escape card that I chuck.
Cool. So you guys head past the dock fortress. There's a gate into the city with medieval style, and it's got all the murder holes and shit in it. You guys are going past that. The guards are checking you guys out, but they're not really stopping you and stuff. They see the knife in the Rock's thing. They look a bit more suspicious at you guys because you don't have the weird knife thing that people seem to wear, but
Oh.
he seems to be with you, so they're like, eh. And then you guys go past the taxi ranks. Now, the taxis, just so you know, are the hansom cabs, like you may have seen in old Sherlock Holmes movies where the poor bastards in the back of the thing, usually standing up, and then 2 people can get in, or 3 if they're super friendly, can fit into the inside of it. And then past an internal gate checkpoint area into Market Avenue. Market Avenue has the weapon maker in addition to other stuff.
Right, internal check. Okay, yeah. So we're down by. This is actually probably where we want to be anyway.
Yeah, this is kind of a businessy area. Although they do have the White Stag, where respectable people can get a drink, not like the blackout drunks that many of you have hung out with before, like the woman with no name or Alex Kinley. That is not the place for them.
Okay, so yeah, Dana, do you want to buy? Do you want a piece-bound? Does anybody want a piece-bound pistol?
Yes.
Okay. Do you guys have any Gilder on you?
No.
Okay, so I can buy all of it. Screw it. All right, so everybody gets a piece.
The peace binding costs 1 guilder, but they can do it there at the shop.
Okay, so how many knives do we need? Emblematic knives that'll to go along with the setting.
Yeah, we both need those.
I need a I'm not suspicious knife, please.
Okay, so 21 guilder for the knives plus
Are you buying
150
3
for the
knives?
pistols. Yep.
Ah.
And 3 guilder for the piece binding is 174 guilder.
Thanks, Rock.
Thanks, Rock.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so
just a big ass D6 knife.
No, it's pretty much a D4 knife. There's nothing really at all special about it. Although when you
said they were like,
huh? No,
I thought you said they were big.
No, this is not a big knife. It's about the size of a pencil, but it's the pommel that's the important thing. The blade's like half or less of the knife.
Yeah, I was picturing blade.
Oh no! That'd be a tremendous no. These are the kind of knives that you could very easily eat a steak with, but it'd just be a weird handled knife. It's like a very elaborate steak knife with a big pommel on it. When you guys bought the knives, he's giving you just kind of like blank pommels and such, and he says, for another 10 guilder each, we can have your crest put onto the pommels if you wish.
How many bullets does the Genovia revolver come with? Okay,
the Genovia revolver and rifle both do D10 damage per. The revolver's 6 shots, and after that, you're pretty well fucked because it's not there's no speed loaders and shit. It's like you have to open the door and revolve, and it'll take so many rounds to reload. If you try it during combat, you're going to think that it's a new occupation, a new character class, reloading pistol. It is fucking horrifying. The rifles are pretty cool, though. The bad thing about the rifles got much better range, but they're every other round you can fire because they're lever action. But they hold 15 shots, so they've got close to 30 melee rounds worth of ammo. But yeah. Don't forget to buy bullets. Box of 100 is 2 guilders, and you can buy a holster for 2 guilders or ammo belt for 2 guilders.
Okay, so 3 holsters, 6, 1 box of 100 bullets, 2. Hey, is there a citizens advisory office here, sir?
He says,
A chamber of commerce.
We're from Melwicks. I was
He
interested in inquiring about Hika.
He says, "Yeah, not really so much. This is the kind of place that people come into when they already have a job or they become laborers or something like that here. Or of course, theater people, go to theater stuff. We have a nice theater here, and we have some decent whorehouses that people can get jobs in. Yeah, we have lovely beaches."
Okay. Well, thank you for the weaponry. Can you put a House Cosmo seal on mine, please?
You're a member of that house? He looks
Good.
at you like,
Is that a problem?
not if you're a member of the house, not at all.
Well, what's his name? When I arrived here, Umberto Cosmo himself gave me a House Cosmo knife, so I don't think they would object.
Oh, well, yes, sir. Yes, I'll have it done tomorrow. And for you two?
Yes, as well.
Oh, you're all in House Cosmo. Excellent. Okay, well, because I just hate to lose a customer permanently if you're ever found wearing their knives and not being in their house. I'll have them all done for tomorrow. Just leave them with me. He says, signing your death sentence.
I'll leave mine blank.
Ah, all right. Incognito, he says. Yes, yes. No problem. He takes the two knives and tells you to come back tomorrow. To the best of his knowledge, there's no job center thing here.
Do I need identifying papers?
Papers?
Yeah.
Papers?
Or can Guberto just vouch for me?
I don't know the House Lords by first name, sir. I'm just a humble weapons maker. But if you are looking for work, there has been some problems. He says. He leans forward on the counter slightly. I've heard.
Okay, I lean forward too. And
shows their heads go boom.
What sort of problems?
And I think we should probably leave these daggers blank. I'm not confident enough that this is going to tie us down for.
We'll go incognito.
All right. He goes, oh. Well, he's kind of disappointed,
I'm enjoying on how beaches was the very last feature of his town that he thought of.
Lovely beaches.
He says of course, there are some who seek their fortune by going down to Bartertown.
That sounds good.
Yes, it's the Bartertown, as I'm sure you're aware, is at the edge of the Himinges Desert and the Gravehorn Salt Flats. Oh yeah,
that seems far away.
It is indeed far away. I mean, you could take the train there. It is very expensive, but it is possible to get there from the train. Many people go there to trade strange and wonderful things and bring them back. For the exceptionally adventurous and suicidal, of course, going into Etac is usually a good one-way trip to having one of those graves that has no body in it. Usually the natives of those jungles tend to eat intruders, but
anything more local going on?
Not really sure. As you know, here at Hika, it's pretty much a constant flow of things in and out. I believe that there may be. Hold on, double checking. Let's see, because I know in Melwick's they do have the Citizens Advice Bureau, of course.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was asking about.
Oh, he says no, and we don't have anything like that. No. Let's see, corpse recovery. No.
Beaches are also the last thing in Logan's notes.
Oh yeah.
Right after corpse recovery and warehouses. And, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's. I'm not sure what kind of jobs they have there. We're really too busy for a lot of work here.
Well, thank you for the tip about Bartertown. We'll take in Hika for a little while.
Of course, yes. Many people do ask the question of who runs it down there, and I don't know. So, all right.
Okay, I think, guys, should we head for the embassy? That might be an Australian embassy.
Is there a barber shop?
Oh, a Clem's.
Do you see a barber shop on your maps? Good times. I love
Barber shop, Princess Way.
Ooh. Huh. Just kidding. Oh, yeah. You guys head over to Princess Way, barbershop, not to Clem's.
Right. So the embassy, we were close to the embassy, so just checking it out. Is that an Australian embassy?
No, actually, the embassy is a Westmead embassy. There's some kids busy industriously throwing rotting fruit at it when you walk up and look at it.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's there's probably nobody in the embassy. They've probably all been hung. Okay. All right, not a Clem's. Well,
keep in mind that if you wander around the city looking at shit, I will just tell you about shit. You don't even have to go in individual things. You can go, we check out, for example, King's Passage. Tell us about that neighborhood, and I will just give you some info.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of talking, so I'm waiting for Scott and Sheila to come up with something at this point.
Make Sheila talk. It's a lot of fun. We don't hear from her often.
Sheila talk.
When she says
I need a
something,
link to the map.
Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, hold on. You didn't go on the boards, did you? Ah. Well,
Yeah.
hold on, Dropbox.
I can totally paste that in 2 seconds.
Please do.
You got it. You're good.
I win.
Okay.
Excellent.
Good. Scott wins.
I gave her the link for the boards and stuff because I know that being a mom and working and all that, she has plenty of time to go enjoy the boards for this game.
Yeah. You might want to grab the Genovian price list too, Sheila.
And
You might want to give her the link and then she'll grab it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. I've got it up. Here's the link to the price list.
thank you. Well, now I'm a tourist with my big old map hanging out.
And you may as well have Melwick's too, because we might wind up there. So
it is a close by town, actually.
So there's Melwick's after the Genovian price list.
You guys are getting along with the bubble maps much better than Doc Fulton. He was fucking hating on the bubble maps. Like, damn it, I can't find anything. I'm like, hey.
Actually, the Hika map is surprisingly well laid out and simple.
It's a smaller town than Melwick's.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But all the ocean things are at the top. All the roads are, I mean, it's just really nicely organized.
Well, now imagine with how at a first glance confusing the Hika map is. Now imagine me making one to be intentionally confusing, adding about double or triple the amount of shit and then calling it the sewers.
Yep.
And unlike the Hika map, where it's like I've given you 60 to 70% of what's actually listed on the map, so you have places to start and shit. With the sewers, it's called "fuck you, good luck."
Yeah, here's the sewers.
Yeah.
That's page 1.
Oh yeah.
That's page 2.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
That's
Well,
probably about half of it.
no,
Must be my
you're
sewer
not
map.
even up to half. You're
Nope.
not even up
Okay.
to half.
That's probably about a third of it. How
There
about
you
that?
go. Maybe
Okay.
like that.
Just for
Scribbled in
those
between the
watching,
lines there.
they might be interested in seeing the chaos.
It's ugly there. And plus, the PCs keep exploring the same areas over and over and wondering why they can't find anything, which I find amusing.
We went into the sewers the other time.
That you
without
can tell
Russ,
them all about. I'll
and it
be
was
right back.
completely different.
Speaking of sewers, Logan,
No.
does Hika have a sewer?
Good question. Not really. They've got more of like drainage things.
Okay, so
Bitches.
there's no way to sewer walk from this town?
No, but you can from Melwicks, and Melwicks and Hika are not that difficult to get between. Even Logan can do it, which is saying something. I'll be right back. You guys
All right.
discuss.
We'll discuss. Yeah. All right, guys. So we have every single dimension at, well, let me see. Here are my sewer dimensions. Red carpet, Gothic San Angeles, Cyberpunk San Angeles, Old Westy San Angeles, and Melwicks. So I can get us between those. There's a Clems in Melwicks, but I'm not sure it's active. But you know, I can do transit. It's just you know, you have to walk through shit for 2 hours.
Okay. Well,
Well, Glenn and I need to get paid for a
Usually
thing
waiting
that
for
we don't
shipping.
want to talk about.